Hi everyone, nice to see you follow Stealthy Wood up till now. Recently we grew exponentially. As a result, we need to implement a manufacturing process to meet our growing demand. To transform raw materials into a final product, many manufacturers use as many as 10 different apps. Doing so is far too expensive and time-consuming for us. More than this, the cost to maintain all of these applications is very high, and I don't have that money to spend. Stealthy Wood needs something that can be managed easily at the lowest possible cost. So we decided to work with Odoo because all manufacturing applications are integrated into a single solution while keeping it modern and uncomplicated. For now, I'll start with some easy steps like creating a manufacturing order and a work order. Manufacturing orders are created by foremen who can also check our components availability and then plan the product manufacturing. MOs can also be generated automatically by a sales order, but we'll see that in another video. Work orders, on the other hand, are destined for manufacturing operators. So let's open Stealthy Wood's database to see how to use these features. All right, here I am on my database. Let's jump directly to the manufacturing application. And when we're here, the first thing we're going to see is an overview of our manufacturing orders to do. We have that to-do filter set right here. But of course, in order to create a manufacturing order or to manufacture a product, we're going to need a list of components it's going to take to actually manufacture that product. So let's go to master data and our bills of materials. All right, I'm going to select a bill of material that I've already created. So for my desk combination, I'm going to click on edit so we can see all of our options here. So for this list of components, so for our bill of material, we will need to apply this to a specific product that we would like to manufacture. So here I have desk combination. We can even select a product variant, specify the quantity, we can add a reference. And in this case, I have the BOM type as manufacture this product, but I can also create a bill of material for kits as well. You just have to select that option. Okay, let's leave this the way it is. We also have our company, which you can select if you're in a multi-company environment. If you're not, you may not see this field. Okay, and then down below we have our components. So the products it will take to manufacture the end product. All right, let's go ahead and open one of these. So I'm going to select and click on the editor pop-up. And we're going to go to the inventory tab. And I just want to point out that this product must have the root by. Okay, so it does. It looks good. We're going to save. Okay, and then we can go to the miscellaneous tab and choose if our consumption is strict or flexible. All right, but our components look good. We are going to use one of each component to manufacture this item. Of course, I could say 2 or 3 if I would like to change. I'm not going to apply it on any specific variant. All right, so let's go ahead and save. And if I would like to create a new bill of material, I simply have to click on the create button and I can create a new one just like that. All right, but what I'm going to do now is actually go back to my manufacturing dashboard and I'm going to create a new manufacturing order for this desk combination. All right, so let's choose the product. Once I select the product, the related BOM will automatically be added with the components, and you'll see that in the components tab. And we also will have our finished product once it's planned. Or once it's done. Okay, so we can add a deadline, we can add a plan from date, we have a responsible for this manufacturing order. Okay, we can add the source as well, and again, the company if you're in a multi-company environment. So that looks good, so let's save this and mark as to do. Okay, so right now we see the items that we need to consume. And I can check the availability of these items by clicking on the check availability button. And if everything is available, it will automatically be reserved once I click on that button. If I don't have enough on hand, then it will not be reserved and the line will remain red. Okay, now that I have saved this, the stage has changed for this manufacturing order. So when I created it, it was in draft and now it's confirmed. And when I click on the plan button, you're going to see that a new stage is added. So let's do that right now. Click on plan. Okay, now we see that it's in the stage plan. So you really can keep track of what's going on at every stage of the manufacturing order. So that's really nice. Okay, so when it's planned, a work order has been created. All right, so let's go ahead and jump to our work order. All right, we know that our work order is ready because we have that status right here and it's also in green. Okay, so it's ready because we have everything on hand that we need to use to produce this product or to manufacture this product. All right, and we're not waiting for another work order to be completed beforehand. Okay, so we're good to go. And let's go ahead and check out the various tabs we have here. So on the first page, we have our instructions. Very important. We, of course, need to know what we're going to do exactly. All right. Then we're going to have the current production. So we're going to see the components again, their lot and serial numbers if you check the components. Okay. What is to consume and what is reserved. Okay. And the quantity and production, of course, as well. All right, we're going to have a time tracking section. All right, and this is how we're going to be able to actually keep track of how much time we're spending on this work order specifically. And that's really convenient because we can also keep track of the periods of time. So let's say I worked for 10 minutes and then took a break, and then one of my colleagues worked for another 10 minutes and took a break. We'll be able to see all of that here, and I'll show you that in just a second. But let's look at the miscellaneous tab where we just have some additional information. So the work center, the manufacturing order, and again, the company. All right, so let's jump back to the time tracking tab, and we're actually going to start working. And once we click on the start working button, we're going to see the time pass right away. I didn't have to start the timer. Odoo did that for me automatically. And I have that right here. Okay, let's say I'm already ready for a coffee break. I can click on pause. Okay, that time is going to be recorded. So I have the start date and the end date of that period of time. Okay, and I also have the productivity. Okay, I see it's fully productive. And then I can continue production. All right, let's say I continue production for some time. I can pause again. I can block this work order, or I can even scrap an item if I need to. Or I can just say I'm done. Okay, so once I click on done, the stage is going to move from in progress to finished. All right, I see I have 2 blocks of time that were fully productive, and it only took me 26 seconds. I have that real duration right here, even though my expected duration was 60 minutes, so I'm super efficient. Okay, I have the planned date and also the effective date, which are really important as well. So if I need to edit the information I have here, so let's say I need to edit one of these blocks of time, I can simply click on the edit button. And let's imagine that actually my colleague took over after I took my first break. So I can change that user here. Let's say it was Eduardo. Okay, again, I can change the start date and the end date if I need to. So if I forgot to pause the timer, or if I pause the timer accidentally, it's okay. We can edit that. All right, we have the work center as well. So if there was a mistake anywhere, you can always fix it. Okay, and if you do have some lost time for some reason, you can always say the reason here so we can keep track of what's happening with our time. Okay, we're going to click on save and save again, and we'll see that all of the changes have been saved. So it's good to go. Now let's jump back to our manufacturing order. All right, so we see that our work order has been completed. Okay, we have our components, we have our finished product. Okay, produced 1. And let's go ahead and mark this as done. Once I mark as done, we're going to have some extra smart buttons added to this manufacturing order. So I'm going to have a traceability report. Again, I'll be able to access the work orders. All right, I have my product moves, my valuation, and also my cost analysis report. So let's go ahead and click on this one. All right, I'm going to see a full report, full overview of what this cost me, which is completely useful in every way. I can see it by component. I also have my operators here. So I have the cost structure and the cost of operations. Okay, and if I would like to, I can print this simply by clicking on the print button. All right, so that's the basics of creating a manufacturing order. As you can see with Odoo, it's so simple, it's so easy. And now I think you're ready for more advanced operations. So be sure you check out the next videos. That's all for this one. Thank you for watching. And if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.